When I was young, me and my mama.
Those guns, man. that feels good, huh? How does that feel?
Oh my god, that feels good. That feels pretty good, man.
Yeah.
Nice tension on there.
Yeah, I feel tight, bro.
Oh yeah. Get a good squeeze at the top. I already feel the pumping, baby.
Yeah, man.
Alright, what's up, guys? So today I got a bunch of shit to do. Right now I'm trying to set up this Mac to upload all my photos and videos onto here. I'm trying to use image capture. If this thing goes to sleep, it conks out. Apple, you need a way better way to upload photo and video from your iPhone onto your Mac, because this isn't working. So yeah, if anybody out there has recommendations on a more reliable way to do so, please reach out. Besides this, I got a ton of dishes to do. Yeah, gotta hit the gym today for sure. I don't even know if this looks good. Oh, by the way, what I'm shooting on right now is our new travel camera. It's the Sony A6300. We were in the market for a new, more compact travel camera for a little bit. We almost went to the Fuji X100F. Thank goodness we didn't. This one has way more capabilities. The reason why we're gonna go with the Fujifilm was because I was actually on a shoot and a photographer was like breaking it down for me and showing me the image quality. And it's unreal and travel worthy because it's pretty small. It can fit in your pocket. However, no interchangeable lens, no 4K video, and a bunch of other shit. But anyway, yeah, so I'm excited to be shooting with this now. It's a lot easier to do what I'm doing now, which is just holding the camera by hand and kind of just like, you know. Whereas if I was doing it with this guy, you know, it'd be a whole lot tougher. This is on tripod, but you know, you get the idea. You get it, right? You get it. Okay, cool. What I'm doing over here, I'm trying to get these photos off of here because, you know, I got a heavy duty iPhone, 256 gigabytes, but I fill it up fast. I take a ton of photos, as you can imagine, being someone who travels a lot and tries to capture a lot of their lives for their social media, for their blog, for their vlog. I'm using my phone for a lot of content, so I'm trying to empty it out right now. And the best way I can find so far is using image capture on the Mac. Can you see that? I don't know how good that looks, but whatever. So yeah, I'm trying to use image capture. Yeah, it's ugly. See, I don't even know what's in this folder. Like, this is the last time I did this, but I'll tell you, I don't know what got uploaded. I don't know what didn't. It's just a mess. So yeah, I've created a folder. Now I'm going to try importing all. As you can see there, or maybe you can see, I don't know, there are 21,774 items. That includes photo and video. And I'm not very confident in the ability of this to do what I'm asking it, but we're gonna try. Another thing is, I always try to use is delete after import. I find this never works, probably because it never finishes. I don't know, but this is the absolute fucking worst program. But yeah, I'm going to import all now and see what happens. So I'm going to, in the meantime, start off my daily routine, and that consists of pretty much checking all my social medias. You know, my Instagram is probably usually what I start with. And then I like to finish off with Facebook. That's because Facebook is usually a little keep my or require more of my attention. It'll keep my attention longer, because that's the platform I use to discuss social issues, mostly politics, but it's not limited to just that. So that's kind of like my feed. I do like to check Reddit. It's kind of like my newspaper. It keeps me in touch with what's going on in the world that's not driven by corporations, right? So it's not Fox News, not CNN. They're not telling me what's important. The people are telling me what's important. So yeah, you know, I check my Facebook. One of my most active groups is actually called Unpopular Opinions 2.0. I like it, even though there are a ton of racists and sexists and misogynists and all around pretty disturbing people in there, because it gives me all different perspectives from all over the place. I don't, I don't really fit on the left or the right. There are a lot of issues that I agree on with conservatives on. There are a lot of issues I agree with liberals on. There are a lot of issues I disagree with both of them on. So I like to go in that group and kind of cleanse my palate. You know what I mean? I'm not saying everyone in the group is racist, obviously, clearly. I'm just saying I don't block them or not debate with them just because they're racist or whatever. So back to Facebook. Sexual assault has been a hot topic. And that's pretty much what's been driving the news cycle lately. There's not really much else that's been going on. Lena Dunham is back in the news, and hopefully many of you know by now my disdain for Lena Dunham, because she's hypocritical, sexist. She's revolting, I think, in a lot of her opinions, and I think she lives in a bubble, and things only happen to her. But anyways, I digress. She was in the news because she's defending her friend against allegations of sexual assault, after earlier stating that not a single woman on earth lies about sexual assault. So yeah, there's that. I'm actually happy that that's part of the news cycle, because that's one of the things I've been kind of like trying to beat back lately with this whole sexual assault story. While sexual assault absolutely does happen, and we absolutely have to listen to everyone's story, that statement includes the story of the accused. A lot of people, discount that. A lot of people forget that. That just because someone says you did something doesn't mean you did it, and it doesn't matter what their gender is. And there are a lot of people out there that are saying that just because a woman is a woman and she says she was sexually assaulted, that the party accused is guilty. I'm happy to talk about that. Because by the standards of a lot of people out there, you're guilty the moment someone accuses you. So there's to be no trial, there's to be no seeing or hearing of evidence, and that is not okay. I think we need to sit back. I think we need to take stock, and I think we need to stop with the mob mentality, the pitchfork mentality. Yeah. So that is it for my Facebook routine. As you know, the Colin Kaepernick quote-unquote protest is still ongoing, even though it's not really a Colin Kaepernick protest anymore. It's now a NFL protest because he's no longer in the NFL. But he's still out there doing community service. He's still out there promoting justice for victims of police brutality. And what I want a lot of viewers out there to know that, just because I support Colin Kaepernick does not mean I hate all police officers, or that I find that all police officers go into the profession in order to exercise violence, on American citizens. That's not it at all. That often gets misconstrued. This is about the bad apples. This is about you know what? I take that back. Not just about the bad apples. It's also about the system that perpetuates the bad apples getting away with, their brutality, their abuse of power. So first, we want to tackle the individual cases of police brutality where it's obviously egregious, like in the case of Eric Garner, where he was choked out on a sidewalk using a legal hold while begging for his life and not fighting back. that needs to be addressed. That officer needs to be held accountable, and that is the problem. They are not. And that is the next thing we need to tackle is the system. If you have a system that's going to continually support police officers who engage in this type of behavior, what is to deter them from doing so? So that is what the battle is about. I commend, I appreciate, and I thank the officers out there who are there truly to protect and serve, who got into this field to put their lives on the line for to protect their communities, their families, and their friends. And I truly mean that. That being said, I still say Black Lives Matter, and that's because disproportionately we are killed, abused more so than whites, and it's something that needs to be addressed and acknowledged. So that's why we say Black Lives Matter. It doesn't mean that white lives don't. I know this is like beating a dead horse, but a lot of people still believe that for whatever reason. Let's log off, and then tackle these dishes, and we'll talk some more. All right, dishes are done. Photos are uploading and actually making progress. Now that my chores are pretty much done, before I get on with my day, I wanted to talk to you guys today. So today's Monday. Yesterday when I went to bed, I knew today was going to be Monday, but this morning when I woke up, it didn't really hit me that it was Monday. So I was doing the dishes. And I bring that up because I'm just trying to say that a lot of people generally fear Monday. It's the beginning of the week, the weekend's over, and the weekend is typically reserved for playtime. I'm the same way, but I don't let it get me down. I woke up today and I just started doing what I had to do. And that's got to be the frame of mind. You've got to tackle the week like you tackle anything else that you're passionate about. Or else, it's going to drag. If you've got a negative attitude going into it, your results are going to be generally negative. So my advice to everyone out there is just whatever you got to do, don't think about it, just go ahead and do it. Did I want to do it just today? No, I wanted to do blogging. I want to do editing because I got a ton of it to do. However, you got to do things in order. You got to prioritize, and you just got to go at it, fearlessly, okay, and fiercely. So my chores are done. I've made room to do some of the things that we need to get done. So I'm going to start with editing the video Danielle and I took unboxing our Sony A6300, which I'm shooting on now. So that video should be available for you guys soon. Then it's on to a bunch of London stuff. I'm going to London in less than a month now with two of my friends. I'm going to be shouting out for my daily vlogs or my weekly vlogs, whatever it is, from here on out until I get there. It's December 7th through the 11th. If you're going to be in the area, if you live in the area, you want to throw me a line, some things that we should do, definitely do, let me know. But look out for my list of things that you should do while in London. I have been there before, and I've been doing research on things that I want to do now that I didn't do before. So I'll have my own list, and so even if after it comes out, if you want to add to it, please feel free to do so. That's it for now, guys. I gotta get to work, and that stuff's boring, but I will be back discussing, all things Monday. So, funny story. I go to book our New York Airbnb, or look at our Airbnbs, because Danielle, the one that sent me the list, and she's been kind of on me to check them because they've been booking up. Our trip is in about 2 weeks, so to speak. So I log on to my Airbnb and I check my notifications, and I have an alert that says your reservation has been canceled by the host. Yeah, this has never happened to me, and I'm talking about for our London trip. So me and the boys had booked it, well, I booked it a couple weeks ago. And I thought we were all set. I log in today and they said that they had an emergency and they had to cancel. So now, less than 3 weeks out for our trip to London, we didn't have a place to stay. So I had to scramble and log on and book a place. Now, We found a place. It was a little bit more expensive, but it's actually nicer. Problem is, location-wise, it isn't as good. So that's cool. We're gonna have to live with it. It's still under 30 minutes from any location that we actually want to go to by train. Next up on the list of surprises, I'm here logging into my MacBook again because I had to restart it. Turns out, at some point that app quit on me. So, guys, basically, looks like there's just no surefire way to transfer a large amount of data over from your iPhone to your Mac. There's no reliable way, and it's annoying. So any developers out there, anyone looking for an app idea, there it is. Grab some buddies, come up with an app that is reliable for transferring all your photos and video from your iPhone to another device like a Mac or a laptop, whatever, because this is frustrating. I've been at this for since this morning, and we still haven't really gotten anywhere. So I've restarted my computer, and I'm going to go back to image capture and try to use that again. Still no Apple Watch on, and I'm still looking for it. Listen, if this is not an advertisement for Apple Watch, this should be it. I'm heavily reliant on this thing to tell the time. I mean, I got my phone, my MacBook, and my Mac right here. And the first thing I go to check for the time is my wrist, of course. It's great. It syncs everything. I get notifications on my watch. Don't have to check my phone. It's really convenient. But anyway, I'll be hitting the gym soon with my buddy. It's 11:30 now. I told him 12, so he'll be here soon. I gotta start getting ready for that. But in the meantime, I'm going to leave my phone here along with image capture running. We'll see what the situation looks like when I get back. I'm thinking about taking the camera with me to the gym just to get some blog footage, but I kind of don't want to get it stolen or broken, so I'm gonna waiver on it. And if you have footage from me at the gym, you'll know. All right, guys, I'll be back.